Hey everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we will be diving into this pile of stuff that I have on my desk. Now, I have been through a few different methods of cash envelopes and basically just taking out the money from your account and having it separate. And for me, it has helped a lot because when you have the money out of your account, it's not as easy to swipe your debit card, and it forces you basically to say no to some things if you don't have the cash for it. And it really has helped me tremendously in my problem categories. Like, let's say my son Dominic has his cash in his wallet, and he basically gets to purchase his items, and I'm not just constantly going, yeah, that's fine, you can get that $1 item, and at the end of the month I know that I spent lots of money on him, and this way I'm just keeping it to that $30 of his little extra toys or whatever he decides, if he wants a candy or something like that. So that was a problem area for me. That has helped out tremendously. Another problem area is like eat out. If I realize that we only have, let's say, $10 in the envelope still, and it's me, Alex, and Dominic, that's probably not really enough to eat anywhere. So we would have to like cook at home or do something different because we don't have enough money in that envelope. So before, I would just be like, oh, okay, we have enough money, there's money in the account, just use it. So this has helped me out a lot, and I just kind of wanted to go through the different methods that I've been using. Some have worked, some I've tweaked a little bit, and I went to the 99-cent store and I found some other options, and I just wanted to show them to you. Very inexpensive, cheap way to do these things. Some things I just tried to devise from around my house, and so that you don't have to spend any money. I will show you all of those coming up. And yeah, if you like this kind of content, I do want to try to bring you more videos like this. And the best way for me to be able to do that is to get some more subscribers, some more views, and then I can bring you some more videos like this. So please hit subscribe and like this video if you liked it. All right, so option number 1. This is exactly how I started out doing the cash envelope, separating out your money from your bank account. This is where I started, okay? So originally, I would take a paper clip and like the money. So let's say this is the money I have. And I would write whose money it was, paper clip it, and go from there. Post-it notes, don't say completely sticky all the time. So I would have to keep using Post-it notes because they would probably stick maybe 1 or 2 times, and then they're not going to be sticky anymore. You could still use the paper, of course. I liked that it was a sticky note. And number 1. Number 2, I think that money is filthy, because it is. And I didn't like just having this like chilling in my desk or whatever. So I think that for me, I wanted to find an alternative pretty quickly after I started doing this method. It may work for you, especially if you can keep it in something. That's not, like, because I was just putting it in my desk or in my little, I have this little drawer basket thing, and that's where I was keeping it. I didn't really like that, and so I looked for something pretty quickly after that. Second method that I started using was basically this exact same system in here. I helped my mom out with a yard sale, and she had these 2 envelopes just sitting there, and I was like, are you selling those? Give me those. I need those for my cash envelopes, or cash clips, cash dividers, whatever I was calling them at the time. I was like, I need that for my cash because I hate having my cash just out because it's dirty. So I would use this, paper clip them and put them in here. And then one day I was looking at some video, and people had these pretty envelopes from Etsy or that they made themselves with a laminator, and I honestly considered going and getting a laminator and scrapbook pages and making my own, and I just said, what if I don't like this idea? what if I spend all this money and I hate this idea? I just want to try like envelopes. So the third method, or just variation, I guess, of the original method, was to go get some envelopes. I got these at Walmart. You get 100. They are like basically money sized, which is cool. And it was 97 cents. So I was like, I'll try this out and see if I like the whole envelope idea, because to me, I just kept thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to take it out every time. I just thought that it seemed like it was gonna be like sort of hassle-ish with the envelopes. I'm still currently using this method. I don't hate it. I like that I can write down exactly what I'm putting in each month, that it has space on here, and I don't feel like too bad about the cost. And when I'm done with these, like, I recycle the envelope. So I don't feel bad about that. And this is the current method that I use. So right now, this purple one is for my sinking funds, and then the green one is for my every day, every week sort of thing. And like I keep coupons in the back, or like just little reminders for my budget. This one I'm still using a Post-it note, because that's exactly what I was doing originally. I was using Post-it notes, and see, now I've ran out of space and I'm gonna have to like convert this envelope. But for me, this way is working, and it was $1. I don't know how much these pouches are at the store, but you don't have to keep them in a pouch. You can use a binder clip for them. You could definitely use a binder clip for them too. So still separated, still in envelopes, and inexpensive, only under $1. And I'm gonna probably have those envelopes for a couple months, because I've only had to make a few new ones, and I assume that like some of them are not going to ever, because like Alex's, I just give to him to put in his wallet, so I'm never gonna have like a tally sheet on here, if that makes any sense. So that's another variation of that same method. The next method that I wanted to show you was binder clips. I went and purchased these just so that I could show you for the video, and I thought they were cute. I will probably use these for sure. But if you don't have binder clips, these were at the 99-cent store. They were $1, and they have different little sayings on it. This one says, follow your heart, hello, enjoy, and then you have striped and floral. Now, you could label these if you wanted to get all crafty, if you have a label maker. Personally, I have a label maker because I'm like OCD about things. But if you don't have a label maker, you could just possibly remember like what the clip is for. I never would have more than probably 3 clips in my wallet at any time. So like I could be like, pink is groceries, the floral one is for eat out, and maybe I'd have gas in there. I don't think I would ever have more than 3 clips at a time. For my cash clips, I don't know why I'm putting this back on there. So personally, I would possibly need some more for the sinking funds and stuff like that, but I would just do my sinking funds differently. This would just be like for your wallet, because 6 isn't gonna get me all of my sinking funds and like irregular expenses like cleaner, household, stuff like that. Like I'm not going to carry those with me all the time. So I don't think I would need more than 6, but maybe you would have to buy a couple different ones if you needed to do it for multiple envelopes. So, but that's just another option that I found at the 99-cent store. I just wanted to show you that you can do this relatively inexpensive. And then one more option that I did find at the 99-cent store was these bad boys. Now, these are from the 99-cent store, like I said. This one is marked, so it's not 99 cents. This is $1.99. And I will go over this one in a second. These I see all the time. These are little coupon divider, organizer, accordions. I'm not sure what other people do use them for, but I used to use one of these for coupons. Now, I will give you a little bit of advice possibly if you want to start couponing, or if you do coupon and you're trying to budget. Couponing can be great because it does save you money. However, what was happening with me, and I noticed very quickly after I started like trying to coupon, is that I would buy stuff to try it. I would buy stuff that I've never had before, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'm saving $1, so I should buy that and try it, and it'll be great, da da da. 9 times out of 10, I would either not use that item or I would hate that item. So that's not saving money. You're wasting your money. You're buying things that you think that you will try and be great, and you're saving money, so why not? And for me, it was just a bad cycle of ridiculousness. So now what I do, I don't use one of these. I still coupon if I get a package of coupons from somewhere. Sometimes we get like free papers delivered and they have coupons in them. So when I do get those, I just only clip what I'm going to use. Stuff that I buy on a regular basis, like sometimes they have ones for like my deodorant that I use. I will clip that out. I will just put that in my purse with my money and use it. And I do not look for anything new. I do not look for anything that I want to try, because I won't. And I don't know if you guys have the same problem as me, or if you even coupon or have considered couponing, but that's what happened to me. And I probably wasted way more money than I saved. I can assure you that I wasted way more money than I saved couponing. So anyway, sorry for the diatribe, but this is I would consider this like a coupon book, and it was $1. Just a little tip. I found that once you use your little label, staple this in here or tape it in here, because dear Lord, they fall out all the freaking time and it's annoying. So I stapled mine in my coupon book. I know I did. So it did help. It made it so it was a lot thicker too. It made it a little bit more easy to like maneuver and stuff. So that's just a little option, and you can keep your cash in here. It's a cleanly way of keeping cash because it's not chilling wherever. Show you that the cash fits in there, and you could just label like this one's household, your sinking funds. That's just another cheaper alternative to cash envelopes if you don't necessarily like the envelopes, or if you don't have the money to go buy fancy ones on Etsy or whatever. Or a laminator, because I legitly was going to go get a laminator, make cash envelopes, and I was like, no, you're trying to budget, you're trying to save money, so here's a cheap option. Okay, so there's that one, and this one I was super duper excited about because I'm going to completely use this one 100%. What I'm going to use this for is my sinking funds. So right now I keep my sinking funds in here. They're not separated in any sort of fashion. I only have 3 sinking funds just because I just started budgeting. But what I liked about this one is it's a 13 pocket file folder. So you can separate it out by month. So what I plan on doing is separating this out by month and putting when the sinking fund is due in the month. And I just thought that that was super cool and convenient, because I don't like that this is kind of just like chilling. I don't like it's out pretty much all the time because my other one's out. I like that I'll be able to just fill my sinking funds and it'll just be something that doesn't get pulled out but once a month. But if you don't plan on using it that way, if you plan on using it kind of like the other one, I was also thinking that you could put a sheet of paper in, or not a sheet of paper. These are from the, sorry for the noise, I have a big old pile. These are from here. These little like mini legal pads. I don't know what they're called, but you could just take a sheet of paper. Like I could even reuse this one because I just tested a pen on it, but, and then just every time that you take money out or put money in, you could like have a little log, put it in there. So that's another option. They had tons of colors of these at the store. I am not very girly at all, so I of course picked blue. And this one, they had a ton of colors too. And of course, not being girly, I picked black and white. So those are two more, like one more option, I guess. And then the last option, and this isn't like the best option. This isn't a great option. It was just an option that I wanted to show you something that I just found around the house. This was completely free because I already had these items. This folder came from Dominic's school. They put something in it, and I decided to try to use it for this, or to show you another option. So this was a free folder. These I got from my old job. I just snagged a couple before I left. Yeah, I stole them. So I know these aren't cheap. These are not a cheap item. They're like the sheet protectors. But I thought that you could use school supplies. Like if you're in school, if your kid's in school, I thought you could basically use school supplies to do your cash envelopes. So you could get like the dividers that come with comfort binders or whatever if you wanted to, or you could, I don't know, use a little tabs. You could do a lot of things with, I think, school supplies, which I thought was really cool. And then you could put the sheets of paper, and then that's how you could do your, I don't know what to call this, like a log of what you're spending or whatnot. And then I thought it would be really cool too that you could see your money too. So like you could always like separate it out like that, or have it so that it's more visible, so you could quickly go, oh, I have $33, and go to the next one or whatever. So I just thought that that was another inexpensive option because it was free, because I already had the items in my house. I just scrounged around looking for other ideas for you all to start doing cash envelopes. And that's it for today's video. I hope that this has inspired you to either start your cash envelopes, or that you don't have to spend a lot of money to do the cash envelopes. Honestly, I spent under $5 on all of these items, and personally, the only one that I actually like am utilizing right now is the envelopes, and this was $1. And so you can start out really small, they're not super decorative or pretty or anything like that, but you can start today. And I just wanted to share the knowledge that I've recently gained about using cash and budgeting, and hopefully you're inspired. I hope that you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hey guys, if you're still here, I did just want to show you really quick what I am planning on doing with this. I did want to use it for my sinking funds, and I set it all up. So I just used one of the stickers that I got from my little inexpensive planner kit that I got. It says dream it, do it. And I thought that was appropriate for like sinking funds, because usually you're like saving up for something for sinking funds. And then I just labeled it sinking funds, and then I used packing tape over it so that it stays on there. And then I did use the little labels that came with it, and I did staple them, like I said, to do word to the wise. It just, I lose my mind with things that don't stay together, so I just stapled them all in there. And then when the sinking fund is due, like these two are due in January, they're in January. And then this one's due in December, and it's in December. So I just think that is super duper cool way of keeping your sinking funds organized, and super inexpensive. That was only $2, and I used some of my envelopes that I spent $1 on, so under $5. Sinking fund organizer.